Hello and welcome to Color Up. Today we're going to take a look at place betting the point. Can you do it? Is there a benefit to it? Is it better than an odds bet? Does it pay more? There's a lot of questions I get about placing the point. Let's check it out. So should you place bet the point? Well, there's a lot of dynamics that go into answering that question. I get this one a lot. Do I have to move my place bet when it becomes the point? A lot of times in the comments, people will tell me, well, the dealer asked where I want to move my bet, so they just assume that they have to move that bet. No, you don't have to move your bet. You can leave your place bet on the point. Now, a lot of times dealers will ask where you want to move it. I'm assuming because, well, usually most players have a bet on the pass line and have the point covered. So there is no reason to leave this bet here. You can either move it or you would move it down to odds, which would pay better. And we'll get into that a little bit more. That's a little tricky, but the odds bet does pay more on a place bet after the point is set. But no, you do not have to move your place bet if it's the point. If the point gets established and you'd like to make a place bet on it, just do it as you always would. Put your bet in the come and ask the dealer to place, in this case, place the 9, please. He'll take your bet up and place it, depending on where you're positioned around the table, where it would go for your place bet. Now this only applies to the point number, but you don't actually have to ask the dealer to place bet the number for you. You can place bet a number, the point, no other numbers, but the point by yourself. And you do that by placing it right on this line between where the odds go and the pass line. Not in here or behind, but right on the line, and then you can heel off your bet. So they'll know that that's a place bet and they'll pay it as a place bet. Now, a lot of players say that making a place bet is better than a pass or come bet because you only have to roll the number once. This is not exactly accurate, and I'll explain why. So the common argument is you make a pass line bet, you have to roll a number, let's say the point, it becomes a 5, and then you don't get paid again until the 5 rolls again, and then you would get paid. You have to roll the number twice. A place better, if they make a place bet on the 5, as soon as the 5 is rolled, they can win, even if the puck's off. If they make a place bet and ask the dealers to turn their bet on, remember place bets are off by default, they ask the dealer to turn them on, as soon as it rolls for the first time, let's say it becomes a point, your bet can win. It wins on the first roll. The pass line or the come bet, you have to roll the number twice. But there's a critical difference. The pass line or the come bet is a 2-stage bet. In the first stage, you're not looking for a number to roll. That's just a byproduct. You're hoping to win. This is the only time that you have a big advantage over the casino. There are, with a 7-11, which would be a winner, there are 8 ways to win, and there are 4 ways to lose with the 2, 3, or 12, the craps numbers. So you have a 2-to-1 advantage. That's the first stage of the game. You want to win with that 7 or 11 when you have a huge advantage over the casino. You're not necessarily looking for a number, so you're really not trying to hit a number. You're trying to roll that 7-11 and win your bet. So 8 ways to win, 4 ways to lose. There are 14 other dice combinations that will establish a point. So let's say the 8 rolls. You weren't rolling for the 8 and then now have to roll it again for the second time. You were rolling to win with the 7 or 11. Now that the point's established, you can add odds or whatever you like, but now, technically, you only have to roll the number once and you'll win. Same as a place better. The place bet never has that 2-to-1 advantage. They always have the same odds. In this case, there's 7 ways to lose and there's 6 ways to win. Or I'm sorry, there's six ways to roll the 7. So there's 6 ways to lose and 5 ways to win with the 8. That's the same for the pass line better or the place better. The chance to win is the same, but the pass line player played a different game, an earlier stage of the game where they actually had the big advantage. And that's kind of the big difference between the 2 bets. So when people say you have to roll the number twice to win with a pass line or come bet, yes and no. I'm kind of leaning towards no, you don't, because that's not really what you're aiming for. You're not looking to establish a point in 10 and then roll it again. You're hoping to win on the come out roll, whatever's established, you have no control over that number, then you're looking to hit that number one time. Place better gets to choose exactly where they want to bet. I want to place the 6, and they're looking for it to roll one time. The pass line and come better, they don't get to choose. They're letting the dice decide which number becomes the point. Another common question is, do place bets pay more than a pass line bet in odds? And again, the answer is yes and no. Remember, the pass line is a 2-stage bet. So let's look at a pass line bet, and we'll say the point is established. We'll go with a 9. And then we have a place better of, let's say $30. We'll do a $30 place bet. We have a $10 pass line bet, and this player is going to make $20 in odds bet. So they both have $30 at risk. In this situation, the place bet's going to pay more at this point of the game. For instance, our $30 bet would win $42. Well, there we go, $42. The payout is 7-5. Now the payout here is 3-2 for the odds. So our $20 bet will win $30 in odds and 1-1 or $10 for our flat bet. So we'd win 40 here, we'd win 42 here. But remember, this is the second stage of the game. The pass line had the advantage of a 2-to-1 roll, where the pass line or the place bet never had that advantage. They're always at the disadvantage. So it's very difficult to compare them, apple to apple. It's more like apples and oranges. But until you're at a 5 times table, if you're a place better, yes, an equivalent size bet will pay more as a place bet, but you don't get that come out roll. Now let's try to compare them a little more properly. So stage 1, we have a $10 pass line bet. The point becomes a 9. We're going to put $20 in odds. Remember, this is an additional bet or subsequent bet. So if we make a $20 odds bet and someone goes, well, I want to make an equivalent $20 place bet, now which one's going to pay better? Our odds behind the line, $20, is going to get paid $30, 3-2. Our $20 place bet gets paid 7-5, so our $20 bet will win 28. We're going to get paid more in the odds. If you're enjoying my videos, consider supporting the Color Up channel by joining my club, the Color Up Club. It's an awesome community of craps enthusiasts just like me, and I also give out some free swag. So check out my website, colorup.club. So there's kind of the pluses and minuses of each one. Now, if you're a line bettor, let's see, and you actually had a place bet up here, and maybe you're coming out for a new number. Let me move these. Your $10 line bet, and the point becomes a 9, and you have a place bet. Yes, you should always move it down in odds, because at this point, it will pay more. That $20 will pay more in odds than it will up here. So move that down to your odds instead of leaving it as a place bet. You really shouldn't be doing that. You should be using it in odds or moving to a different number. But when you compare it that way, the odds are always going to pay more than the place bet. When the place bet pays more is whenever after the puck is established, so you miss out on that 2-to-1 advantage for the first roll, the big reason why you'd play the pass or the come. So now you can make, if you made an equivalent bet of $30, the place bets will pay more unless you're playing more than 5. If you're at 5 times or 10 times odd table, then even at this point, it would make more sense to play an odds bet versus the place bet. Kind of the trick there is the casinos, most of them are at 3, 4, 5 times tables. So it's always going to be a tough decision whether you're going to place bet or be a line bettor with odds. They're very different bets. You just have to decide if you want to play that first stage of the game where you actually have an advantage over the casino, and a pretty big one too. All right, let's start with $300 for each of our players. There's our line player, and this will be our place bet player. I'm going to do $10 line bet with $20 in odds, and then I'm going to do $30 place bets. We'll just kind of see how the ebbs and flows. It really just depends on how the dice roll of who will end up better. But let's see how it kind of rolls out and how the numbers adjust and go. So let's go ahead and start with our $10 pass line bet. Puck is off. New shooter, here we go, coming out. 10 hard. All right, we're going to do $20 in odds. There we go. And then our pass line player is going to do $30, and we don't, at $30 level on the 4 and 10, you want to buy it. So we'll go ahead and buy that. Pays a little bit better, even. But even with a place bet, we'd be paid more, but that's okay. We'll go with a buy bet. And just because this would get boring, only following one number at a time, we'll go ahead and do another number and place that point as well. But a come works just like a pass line, it's just in the middle of the game. So we have a come out roll, a point will be established, and then we'll place that same point. All right, here we go. 6 easy. 6 is our new point for our come player. This is going to travel inside the 6. He's going to drop $20, add that for odds, $30 bet, and then our place player is going to place the point at $30. All right, here we go. 9, try to roll through these quickly just so we can see some results. 8 easy. 7. And with the 7, guess what? We all lose the same amount of money. So all of our bets are going to go down here. Puck is going to come off, and then we'll have a new shooter coming out. Let's go ahead and $10 on the come out. Here we go. 9. Point is going to be 9. All right, $20 in odds, and we're going to place bet for the same $30. We have 10 and 20, so $30. We're going to place, this player's going to place the 9 for 30, and then we'll make a come bet. Just so the game's not completely boring, at least we'll have 2 numbers to look at. 6 easy, all right. Come, we'll travel to the 6, and let's go $20 in odds, and then let's get our $30 bet. Place the 6. Here we go, we're looking for a 6 or a 9. 9, point hit. So 20 is going to pay 30 in the back, 10 in the front for a $40 win. Our place bet here is going to win 30, there we go, 42. And then the puck comes off. We can rack these up. We'll collect our winnings here. We'll have to remove our odds for the come out roll. Now here's another difference. Our place bets, they're off, they follow the puck. Our odds are off, they follow the puck. But the come bet is a contract bet. You can't turn it off. So it is at risk, but it will win with the 7 or 11. All right, here we go. Same shooter coming out. Here we go. 8 easy. 8's going to be our new point. So we'll go ahead and do $20 in odds behind the 8. Our odds are working here, and then this one, our place better will actually, because we're placing the point, seeing if it makes a difference, we're going to place the 8. All right, here we go. 12, midnight. At this stage of the game, it doesn't affect us, neither of our players. 7, out. Everything comes down. I think place bettors and line bettors can agree. We're all looking to avoid that 7. All right, puck's going to come off. We'll make another line bet. New shooter coming out. Here we go. 3, craps. That's no good. So we'll immediately lose our line bet. Just follow that back up. Here we go. 4 easy. My dice rolled there, but it was a 4. So that's our point. Let's go ahead and do $20 in odds. Gets paid 2 to 1. That's a great payout. And then our place better, again, $30 buy. If the casino will let you start buying the number even at $10 and up anywhere, but a lot of casinos will only let you buy it at $20. And sometimes, because that's the proper VIG, it would be $1 VIG. But you can a lot of casinos will let you do 30, 35, even as high as $39 before you then hit $40 and have to go to that $2 VIG. All right, let's get our come bet down. And here we go. 6 the hard way. So this will travel to the 6. And let's go ahead and drop $20 in odds on the 6. And we are going to place 25, 30. We're going to place the point for a place better. And here we go. We're looking for the 4 or the 6. 10 down there on the end. 10 the hard way. We're on the wrong number. We're on the wrong end of the felt here. There it is, 4 easy. There we go. Our odds bet is going to pay $40 in odds and 10 up front, so we have a $50 win. Our $30 bet is going to pay $60, 60 for 1. You got to pay the VIG, so it actually pays $59, so we're going to throw in $1 and get paid 60 for 1. So we can go ahead and rack that up. So again, it pays more, $59 versus $50. All right, let's go ahead and rack up our win here. And the puck is going to go off. And we're coming out again. Remember, our come bet is still working. Same with our pass line bet. Here we go, looking for a new point. 6 easy. So this is an interesting one. Our place bet does not get paid. It was off by default. Our odds get returned to us, but remember, our come bet was working, so it'll come down and get paid. So we actually get paid a little extra money there. So we can rack that up. We want to get our odds on the 6, so we'll do $20 in odds. And then our come bet, it came down off a number, so we have to go through the come again to establish a new point. And that's where people say, well, you got to roll 2 numbers. But again, they're 2 different games. You're in stage 1 for this come bet. You're not really looking for a number. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. 7. So our line player comes down. We lose these bets. Our come bet, remember, it wins with the 7 and 11, so you actually do get a little bit back there. Almost like a little miniature hedge. So we can rack that up. But again, we weren't really hoping for a 7 because we had, $60 or $30 at risk here. All right, new shooter coming out. Let's get our line bet down, $10. And here we go. Eight easy. All right, let's get our $20 in odds down for 30 bet total. Our place better, $30. Place the 8, please. And then let's get our come bet going. Here we go. 8 hard, right back. So it's going to get paid 6 to 5 or $24 there in the back and 10 in the front. So $34 win. Our place better, his $30 bet is going to win 35. Our come bet will travel up inside the 8 and our puck will go off. So we can go ahead and rack this up. All right, bets are going. Here we go, same shooter. Let's see if we can get a longer roll here. 7 on the come out. So our come bet is going to lose because it's already established. It needs an 8 to win, but our pass line wins, so that'll come down and get paid. So we'll kind of break even there. And then we're still looking to come out. 12, we gave it right back. 12 craps. So the pass line comes down. And we'll go right back up. 6 easy. All right, point is 6. And we'll go ahead and drop $20 in odds behind the 6. Our place better, he wants to get the same action of $30, placing the 6. And our line player is going to get a come bet to get his second number going. And here we go. 6 right back, 6 easy. There we go. Again, we're going to get paid 24 for the odds, 10 for the flat, and this is going to travel inside, and then our place better is going to get paid 35. Let's go ahead and rack this up. And puck is off. Same shooter coming out. Here we go. I think that's 2 points set for the shooter, right? Yo 11. So that's a quick win for the front line, pass line winner. Now this is a come bet in stage 2, so the 7, well, the 7 affects it, but the 11 and the craps numbers 2, 3, and 12 don't affect it. But here we have a winner, so we'll go ahead and rack that up. Here we go. 7. All right, again, we'll lose our come bet. We'll get paid on the line. So it's kind of a wash there. Still looking to come out. 10 easy. 10's our point. There we go, $20 in odds. And this place better, let's see, he needs to go place the 10. He's going to place the point at 10, and then we'll do a come bet. And then whenever this point is established, we'll move this place bet to follow it. I think I may have forgot to move it in the last round. I don't remember, but all right, here we go. I'm trying to do my best here. 7, doesn't really matter there, does it? All right, so these are going to come down and lose. Got some losers up here. Our last come gets paid. We'll rack that up. Puck is off, and we'll give this one more roll here. So we'll come out again, $10 on the line, and see what happens. Here we go. 7 on the come out, all right. Remember, 12 out of the 36 combinations, you're going to have a decision here. You're either going to win or lose. So you can think about it this way. 33% of the time, or 1 out of every 3 rolls, the game's going to be decided on the very first roll. You're either going to win or you're going to lose. And usually you're going to win because you have that 2-to-1 advantage. But you never know with the dice. All right, here we go. Still coming out. 12 craps. Remember, 1/3 of the time it's going to be decided on that first roll. That time we lost. All right, right back on. Yo, 11. All right, we're just going back and forth. I'm really showing here how the game is won and lost. Large percent of the time there. Still looking for our point. And no, look at that. This is getting ridiculous. It was a 3, so we're going to lose it and have to replace it. And here we go. All right, we finally established a point, and it's going to be 9. So again, we'll drop 20 in odds. Our place better, it's going to place the point for 30, and then we're going to make a comeback. Look for a second point. Here we go. Not going to happen. 7, quick 7. So we're going to lose this. We're going to lose our place better, and we're going to win here in the come. All right, let's go ahead and tally these up. Again, it's just going to depend on how the right dice roll. You know, if you like playing the line bet, really it's like a separate game, you know, or stage of the game. And again, 33% of the time, it's going to win or lose. So it's almost a whole nother game until the point is established. All right. All right, so we got 100, 200, 250, 270, 275, 278. So we'll start line there. Here we got 100, 125, 150, 175, 200, 201. So I hope that answered some of your questions about placing the point. Yes, you can place the point with a place bet anytime you'd like. You don't have to move it. Does it pay better? Well, yes and no. It pays better to an equivalent size line bet in odds after the point is established though. But remember, the pass, line, and come, they do have their advantages. The odds do pay more than the same size place bet. Like if it's $20 odds, $20 place bet. And the game is decided 1/3 of the time on the come out roll. So there's a lot of things that you have to weigh and determine whether you want to be a line player or a place player. So I hope that answered some questions and helped you out. Let me know in the comments what you think. And until next time, good luck on coloring up.